think we're really pleased with this book, High Participation Systems in Higher Education. It's edited by Brendan Cantwell, myself, Simon Marginson, and Anna Smolentseva. So it's a three-country editing team in the United States, the UK and Russia. And we've got 8 very strong country chapters from different parts of the world. 2 from the Nordic world, Finland and Norway. We've got in North America, we've got the United States and Canada. We've got Australia. We've got Japan. And we also included 2 post-Soviet countries, Poland and Russia. So we've got contrasts between different systems. But there's a lot of things in common. What we're seeing is an enormous growth of higher education at a world level. And this is impacting the governance of higher education. It's impacting the extent and the type of diversity between institutions within systems. It's affecting stratification, that's the degree to which there's a vertical hierarchy of universities and other institutions, the degree of stretch between the top and the bottom, the world-class universities and the others. And also it's affecting equity, and especially the age-old problem of how to get more poorest, high-achieving students into the top universities. And everywhere we're seeing common patterns emerging. It's these high participation systems, many of them now enrolling 60-70% of the tertiary age group, are more inclusive than any previous higher education system was. But they're also less equitable in some ways. It's harder to get poor, high-achieving students into the top universities, the elite universities. They're being increasingly dominated by the middle class. This is the pattern all over the world. At the same time, we're seeing more stratification, a bigger difference between the quality of universities at the top and the other tertiary institutions in the middle and bottom ranks. At the same time, we're seeing, on the whole, less rather than more diversity between institutional types. So in these bigger systems, there's actually less choice in terms of the type of education you have. But we're seeing more diversity inside the institutions. They're larger, they have a more varied set of disciplines, a larger number of sites, larger number of social roles. They train people for more and more occupations and so on. So diversity has left the terrain of between institution differences, and diversity's gone inside these large conglomerate institutions. The other change we're noticing is in governance. We're seeing more use of corporate forms, more business-like models and so on. Although it's difficult to say to what extent that's due to growth and to what extent it's just due to a shift in all public and private organisations towards more corporate forms.